So, welcome back. I have a confession to make. I have finally gotten into One Piece. So, to start off, how did I get into One Piece? Well, I was just bored one day and decided, hey, why don't I finally start this super popular show that I've been putting off for many years? And that was how it all began. So yes, I did experience One Piece from the anime and not the manga, which meant a lot of pacing and animation issues, which is actually the main reason why I had to put off watching it for a long time. But this time, I actually pushed myself to keep watching, and what mainly kept me on board was the story. So, as you all know, if you've watched One Piece, at the beginning, the story had many mysterious elements because we haven't learned much about what's happening in the world and how things work. And at that point, the characters hadn't really been fleshed out, and we don't know anything more about their history and stuff like that. And also, it seems like the world and its history had a lot to offer, which really helped make the story engaging because I kept wanting to learn more about how things work and how some things manage to become how they are within the world and to the characters around them. The point where it made me fully invested into the story was the Alabasta arc, where we meet a certain villain, which was Crocodile, who was engaging and powerful and was actually the first to fully defeat Luffy. And he managed to do it more than one time. So we know that the main reason why Luffy won that battle was because Crocodile had a weakness to water. So to me, this elevated the story because if they continue on their journey and keep going up against villains who had Logia powers, then Luffy would have to somehow find their weaknesses and creatively defeat them in different ways. But this, of course, was before I found out about Haki, which changed many things in the story. So to me, Haki basically made all Logia types somewhat powerless because their main advantage is that they can't be hit. But with Haki, you can touch them and stuff, which is really something that makes Logia quite useless. Like, look at Smoker for example. He is easily defeated time and time again. Why? Because he can be touched. But in the past, when Luffy went up against him without Haki, he was able to somewhat defeat Luffy easily. So, putting that aside, I have to say that after I caught up with the current episodes of One Piece, I had that empty feeling in my heart because now I have to wait every week for a new episode. But man, I gotta say, the Wano animation really elevates the experience of watching the show because it really looks 10 times better than the animation in the past. I mean, just look at this animation. For anyone who wants to watch One Piece or get into it, I have to say that binge watching it is really the best way to watch because you get to experience every second of it. And I have to admit that most of the time, I watch the show in 1.25 times speed or 1.5 speed whenever the series felt draggy. But if you guys read the manga, then maybe it's better for you if you prefer that way. The only reason I watch One Piece is so I can see the animation and really understand things better because sometimes when I read manga, there's sometimes that I don't really understand because I can't picture it properly. But if you prefer that way, then sure. I'm not really saying that the manga or anime is better, it's just that it's up to you which media you want to see it in. And of course, I feel that if you get into One Piece, then you will definitely look at all the theories and the videos and all the corresponding media that is related to One Piece. And recently, I've been watching channels like Ohara and Grand Line Review, which really makes me more interested in the series because of the theories and the stuff and the information that they give, which really makes me more invested into One Piece. So let's wrap it up there. If you guys want to watch my other videos, then click here to learn more about the 86 world, and do subscribe and leave a like to give your support. And with that, I look forward to seeing you guys again.